Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. I want to get straight to the point and let y'all listen to this live stream because there was debris found on this from this submarine today. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all listen.
Unified approach is critical. The location of the search, 900 miles east of Cape Cod and 400 miles southeast of St. John's, makes it exceptionally difficult to mobilize large amounts of equipment quickly. In spite of those challenges, we've been able to provide continuous air and surface search assets, as well as additional ROV capability to search below the surface.
Hello, everybody.
We currently have 5 surface assets searching for the Titan, and we expect 10 total surface assets to search in the next 24 to 48 hours.
Credit to
There
CNN.
are 2 ROVs actively searching, and several more are en route and will arrive by tomorrow morning. We've received incredible support with aviation assets from our Coast Guard Air Station in Elizabeth City,
Hello, everybody.
the Air National Guard, and Canadian Armed Forces. Today, there are 2 back-to-back P3 flights. One is ongoing now as I speak, totaling 14 hours of continuous on-scene coverage, and 2 C-130 flights, also one ongoing now throughout the day.
Are you due for a mammogram? Get the patient-first care you deserve at Mosaic Breast.
2 times the size of Connecticut, and the subsurface search is up to 2.5 miles deep, exponentially expanding the size of the search area. We also have to factor in the ever-changing weather conditions, currents, and sea states that expand the search area every hour. There's an enormous complexity associated with this case due to the location being so far offshore, and the coordination between multiple agencies and nations. We greatly appreciate the outpouring of support and offers to provide additional equipment. The Unified Command continues to prioritize assets and resources in order to provide the best capability in the most timely manner. This includes weighing multiple factors to identify the most effective resources available to the response operation, with careful consideration to timeliness of equipment arriving on scene, usefulness, and ability to deliver assets to the search area. Over the past 48 hours, we have, through incredible unity of effort, mobilized and implemented a tremendous amount of expertise and response capability. In addition to the ships and aircraft previously mentioned, we've dispatched 2 subject matter experts from U.S. Navy NAVSEA SUPSALV, who will serve as search coordinators on scene for underwater search operations. So I've been stressing unity of effort a lot in this statement, and that's because it is absolutely critical to this complex operation. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with the crew of the Titan and their loved ones. We will continue to work as hard and as quickly as possible in an effort to locate them. I will take a few questions, but before I do that, I do want I'm going to have each of the members of the team here just introduce themselves, and then I'll go ahead and take some questions.
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Paul Hankins. I'm the director for salvage operations with the U.S. Navy's Supervisor of Salvage.
Hello, I'm Carl Hartsfield from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Commander Rich Cantharia. I'm an exchange officer currently serving on the staff of Commander Submarines Atlantic at Norfolk, Virginia.
Good afternoon, Lieutenant Commander Christy Butler, working closely with Captain Frederick from RCC Boston, Search and Rescue Mission Coordinator. Thank you.
This is live stream, guys. I'm live streaming this. This is actually being live streamed right now per CNN. I'm pretty sure that they found some part
a
of
couple
it.
things. One, I think when you're in the middle of a search and rescue case, you always have hope. That's why we're doing what we do. With respect to the noises specifically, we don't know what they are. To be frank with you, the P3 detected
I don't know if
noises.
this
That's
is
why
the
they're up there. That's
updated
why
one
they're
or
doing what
not.
they're doing.
Okay,
They put sonar buoys
I'm going
in
to
the
switch
water.
it out right quick, okay? Because this one's the updated one. Hang on. That one I think was earlier today, but this one here is the actual updated one.
To learn more regarding the discovery made 2.5 miles down from the spot in the Atlantic Ocean, 2.5 miles down near the wreckage of the RMS Titanic. And near that wreckage is said to be debris unique enough that it caught the attention of the Horizon Arctic team, the ROV personnel that were working that ROV. And ROV, of course, basically is an underwater sub that isn't manned. And noteworthy enough that the U.S. Coast Guard has put out notification to the media, to the public at large, really to the world, letting them know that, in fact, a discovery has been made. Make no mistake about it. That particular announcement does not mean that necessarily. It's not a confirmation of the fate of the 5 people on board that vessel, the Titan submersible. Of course, it is certainly pointing us in a certain direction that is a tragic outcome. However, we are not there yet. Some out there, and maybe more than some, people around the world are maintaining even the slightest bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, a miracle still exists. But I can assure you that based on my experience and reading through your comments and just kind of, processing some of the social media activity out there from people around the world, right now, people are fearing the absolute worst as far as the 5-person team that left on Sunday for a life-changing experience of seeing the Titanic with their own eyes, only to never resurface. We do not yet have a feed from Boston. As soon as the feed comes up, we'll show it to you here on WFLA now with the tap at the touchscreen here. We can show you live the one feed that we do have that is on topic, and this is from St. John's, Newfoundland, showing you the port. Just what appears to be a really nice day up there in Canada. I hope to visit here someday. I hope to visit Canada at some point in the future. I have not made it other than a brief trip to Niagara Falls as a child, and I did go on the Canadian side, but I have been told that does not count. You should go see Canada, beautiful country, and a lot of tremendous folks up there. Joining us now in the Stream Center, a new guest, but also a familiar face.
Whoa.
WFLA's Josh Benson sitting down, and Josh,
howdy.
A lot of developments in the past several hours.
Yeah, what a day to forget your laptop.
Man, oh yeah, did you?
Yep. We'll make it work. I got 2 cell phones.
Man, that you're ready to go then. Josh Benson with us here live on stream.
Hey everybody.
Our afternoon and evening newscast. Josh, how are you?
Great. Well, not great considering the situation with this story. I've been following it all day, as you know, and I know you guys have been streaming a long time, so I'm
Hello, everybody. I'm just bringing you the latest news. They did find debris into the Atlantic Ocean, and they do think it's part of the ship. And that's why I'm kind of live streaming this. Everybody who hasn't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, that like button. And if you want to become a member, hit that membership button. That's much obliged. But make sure you do hit that live button, okay? That like button. I'm sorry. Here we go.
catching up on a lot of the developments, but it sounds pretty grim at this point from what they've found and what they continue to find.
Time-wise, are you with us till 3?
That's the news conference, right?
Yeah.
I can hang out till 3:30ish.
Okay.
Then it's news time at 4, so it's getting close, but we'll
Okay.
figure it out.
So right now they're waiting on the new update. Is that what they're doing? You all waiting on the new update on this? So what do y'all think about this? Do you think that there's any hope left? I don't know what I did to my screen, y'all. I have SCB. I want to say hi to everybody that's coming here. Miss Chewy, Maya May, Lady of Love, Kimberly, Lone Star, Audrey D, Sun King, Maya May, Crooked Arrow, Wise Old Lady, Miss Chewy. Did I already say that? Angel. Let's see who else we got in here. Audrey D, Christy Kitts, Juju, Diana, Jack, Michelle Davis, Michelle Burke, Juju, Diana Parker, and Shirley Chambers, Jeannie. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Lord, y'all. Today has not been a good day. Hang on, y'all. I don't know. But yeah, there's going to be an update on this at 3 o'clock. Hey, Angel Loader. And so, Hey, Bobby G. Yeah, I do too. I think they perished from. There's Can. I was getting ready to tell you I was live, Candace. Yeah, I think that they did. I think they probably did perish, y'all, unfortunately. Probably from the beginning, which is very, very sad. Something went wrong because they started to descend. Hey, KM. Something went wrong because they started to. Uh, y'all, darn it, hang on. Sorry, everything happens when you get online, y'all. Hang on, y'all. But yeah, let's see. Something went wrong because they started to descend fast. Then they reported two sharks off the course and traveled out to the wreckage. I hope they, but there's not much. So at 3 o'clock, which is in a few minutes, we're gonna go back over this and watch the news. Hey, KM. Sally, I would rather die quickly than slowly. You're absolutely right, Kim. I would have rather went than have to been trapped in that thing. No way. Hey, Ferdy, which is very, very sad. Um, let's see. Oh Lord. But let's see. Some things should be let alone, not tourist attractions. Exactly. If it's that dangerous, then it doesn't need to be like a tourist attraction for real. Hey, Killbuster, how are you? Hey. Oh, the guys that built it was there. Dang, I would have at least used a PS4 controller. Yeah, they said they were using controllers. Hey, Mrs. H. It is a very, very sad, very, very sad story. And we've also had some sad stories. Hey, Heather Mac, on the farm here, like my neighbor had to take down the cow that had the baby. We're pretty sure that was her. Hey, Lady of Love. Um, she couldn't walk, and the vet was over there for days, and finally they had to take her down. But where the Lord takes, the Lord gives. So there were two twin baby girl calves born this morning. So yes, Miss Chewy, that is so right. I hate flying, but I'm claustrophobic. No way I would get in that. There's no way I would get in that either. Lone Star, there is no way that you would see Daisy in something like that. They wouldn't pay me enough money to get into it. So they're going to be going at 3:30. Um, I don't really want to play their jibber jabber right now. They don't know. They've had the vet over there, the real Mary Beth, for days, and finally she started getting bound, and her bowels started getting bound, and so they had to put her down, which is very sad. I wanted to go over there and pet her the night before. I would have said to let me out when I seen controller. I would have never got in, you guys. Hey, Scouts Boo, how are you? It is sad, but the guy that rents the property, he's had a hard time. He's had a hard way to go with his calves this year. He's just had a bad year with his animals, and so I pray for blessings when after that. So he did get a blessing today. He got two twins born, and they were heifers, so we don't have to worry about free martins. Not in my life. Time getting in that cracker box. No way in the world would I get in that cracker box at all. Let's see if we can see the inside of that thing. I mean, everybody's worried about these poor people, but unfortunately, I think that they have actually passed on. Hang on just a second, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna play this for a minute while I answer this phone. Okay.
We do not know what has been discovered entirely at the bottom. Of course, we have made note of a Sky News, and as it's been told to me, a BBC report that the tail end, the landing frame, has been reported to be among the field of debris, or the debris field that has been found near the wreckage of the Titanic, 2.5 miles down in the North Atlantic. Look, there's still a lot of unknown. We are awaiting official word from the U.S. Coast Guard, which has really been enacting as the lead agency in the search and rescue efforts, a effort that might transition to recovery at some point, and that might happen at this press conference. Josh, I know we're likely expecting to look. We're going to learn more. We're going to learn a lot more.
Yeah, and I think I saw the Sky News thing that came out. Actually, one of their guests, David Mearns, was on air with them during a newscast, and he told Sky News that he was in touch with the president of the club, who he said was directly connected to the ships on site.
Yep.
So that's when he announced that it was a landing frame and the rear cover from the submersible. So, if this was just some news organization that we've never heard of, you'd have to be very cautious. Sky News, obviously very popular. BBC, hugely popular. When they start reporting this stuff, you kind of have to weigh, the source as much as we know from this guy and the conversations and communications through WhatsApp. So you have to take that all with a grain of salt until we really have an official word. But when it starts to get through to many international and national news organizations, you start to pay attention. So the fact that we know there's a debris field there is not good news, because look, we're talking about the size of a minivan. If there's a debris field, that's concerning, because that to me indicates problems. But even in the information that came out from Sky News, BBC, they hadn't said anything about the hull yet, or the area where the men would be contained. So that's still a big question. I mean, where are these people? And is this really the damage from the submersible? So tons of questions, and hopefully they'll answer a lot of that for us coming up at the 3:00 news conference.
Technically, obviously, we want to do a quick check, if we may, due to the look. Streaming is technically still an evolving thing as far as
I'm surprised you can still talk. You've been on the air how long?
5 a.m. this morning.
Going for a 12-hour day.
Yeah, it's gonna.
So they found debris, and they more than likely, if they found any debris at all, more than likely they're not with us anymore. Should have got the guy on YouTube who builds underwater habitats for hamsters to build the sub. I don't know, but oh my goodness. I pray that if they're no longer with us, that they went fast. Hello, Susan Lloyd. Today has been a pretty stressful day right now. My daughter's $3,000 parrot just flew out the door into the mountains, and they can't find him. She's crying. It's just been a rough day for everybody, and a rough week. If y'all haven't watched the Harmony Montgomery live I did, please go back and watch, because awareness needs to be brought on what happened to that little baby. And the little baby that went missing in Memphis, Tennessee, the same thing happened to it. It had been missing longer, and the stepfather actually unalived the little baby per fist, just like with Harmony, and then they hid the body, just like with Harmony. If they have passed, they were doing something that made them happy. They spent awful lot of money to go, so they were excited to do this. I too hope they didn't suffer. Me too, Scouts Boo. Very sad. I have scuba dived on a wreck only 500 feet down, but I wouldn't go any deeper. I certainly would not go in a toy the big boys built. Exactly. But you never know. People are very adventurous, and I just pray that they went fast. I pray that if they won't right with Jesus that they had a time to do so before. I do too, Crystal. I've been thinking about that myself. I know, Kim, it was hard. It would come back home when it gets hungry, probably. Well, that's what I told her, but it's in a mountainy area. We've been praying, you guys. I've really been praying because that's like her child. And I don't know what else to do for her, so I'm just kind of doing this live to keep from being stressed out. Boring life going. Me too, Susan. I would take a boring life as well than to go on that thing. Hey, Debbie Nelson, how are you? Hey, Charlie, how are you? If anybody's not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I only like 30 subscribers from being at 10,000 subscribers. I'm getting closer, probably a little less, probably like 28 subscribers from getting to the 10,000 mark. If anybody would like to subscribe to my channel, I am going to bring you more updated cases as we go. And our animals are our babies, bless her heart. Thank you, Scat Spoo. I just hate it for her. I do. I just hate it for her that, you know. So I don't know if there's any new updates yet. I think we're waiting for 3 o'clock to come for them to do more on this. So let's see what they're saying. I know debris has been
going to be that kind of day. But can I please, we'll do this periodically
I
because
love
of
you
the
too,
unreliability
Auntie
of some of the feeds that have been going out to our social media partners. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I
Thumbs
get mad
up,
at you,
everybody,
Auntie
if you can
Sherry, but
hear
I
us
still love
okay,
you.
and if audio is coming through clear without any of that crackling that we were noting earlier, or any of that distortion. Thumbs down if we're having problems. Please be sincere with your response. We're just trying to make sure that we're able to stream appropriately and do it across platforms. So I'll check Facebook for thumbs up.
Hey, Raindrop, how are
YouTube
you?
Live. Actually, we're not live on Facebook yet. We're going to be resuming our Facebook Live coverage in about the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay,
Sin
so it's
Forever.
called
I've been noting
OceanGate.
this a lot in the comments section.
Hey, it's
people are saying
me.
that the OceanGate website is down. Josh, you see this?
I
About
haven't seen that. No.
Maybe is that something maybe you could
I
investigate?
will look.
While
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a. Her bird flew off about 2 hours ago. She literally, they've been looking everywhere for him, but it's in the mountains. She lives in the deep mountains. Hey, Audrey Presley. If anybody has any advice, I would appreciate it on how to get that bird back. That is her baby, and she's heartbroken. He has never been outside. He was born at the Parrot Mountain. They got him when he was a baby. Thank you, it's me. I appreciate that. I do. I don't understand, if you're a billionaire, why you would pay $250,000 to ride a sardine can. Wouldn't you rent it or buy a submarine that would originally? I don't know. That's an awful lot of money. That's the money that could actually go on a house for somebody or anything. I know that they probably wanted to go down and see the Titanic, but man, oh man, I know they probably thought it was safe. I'm sure the guy that owns this thing is definitely gonna probably be sued, if I had to guess.
Look for thumbs up here, making sure
I'm
that
sure
we're
people are
broadcasting.
flooding it to try to see a statement of some
I
sort
pray
or
it
any
does,
indication,
Angela.
but there hasn't been
pray it
much from them
does.
on their Twitter or on any of their profiles, as far as I know.
So that's
Appreciate the
OceanGate.
thumbs up that I'm seeing. It sounds as if we do have a strong connection to our platforms, and I'll just check. Yep, TikTok, we're good. Facebook, get to launch. YouTube, we're good. WFLA.com, WFLA app, we're good. Okay, so yeah, OceanGate's website crashing. Everyone could be looking for maybe the. Have we heard anything about a statement being put out by OceanGate?
No.
So people,
I
would
think
be
they just
searching.
assume if they're hearing, and maybe there is word of it going around, but technically, I think the sources are coming from the Coast Guard. So if you want to follow Twitter accounts that are going to give you the fastest information, those Coast Guard accounts are going to be important to follow. they're going to be the ones as the Northeast Division came out with this statement earlier about the debris field. That's how we quickly knew that was a reliable source that had that information. So I think we're going to hear the most from the Coast Guard, the various entities within the Coast Guard, as we get more information.
Yeah.
I don't know when Ocean Gate would release a statement until they were definitively knew what was happening. And they do, but they're going to really be careful about what they say next.
Yeah, and I understand there's vitriol online, people who are very upset at what has transpired, and we've seen this with stories.
Yeah,
that we cover.
I
Josh,
told
you
my
know about
daughter to
this
do
as far as
that.
the human nature,
Thank you.
the human response.
I appreciate it. I've read all
it
that.
immediately becomes
I just pray it comes back.
a blame game in essence, and
Here's a
people
window
want
to
it's
Jungle Perch
it's
that
almost
is
reactionary. People
lit
want
up,
something to
put it
blame for
outside,
what we
it's
are
her favorite
currently dealing
foods,
with, and
and it
let's
makes
just
see and smell.
let's a full
I
investigation will
told
have
her
to be
that.
conducted. A lot of questions will have to be answered, and let's see exactly what we find out at 3 o'clock, and
That's what
and
they need to
allow
do,
the process to
Mrs.
unfold
H.
before passing along particularly harsh judgments.
Me
No
too,
doubt,
Polly
there's
Pam.
going to be learning from
Hey,
this from so
Hillbilly
many different
29,
perspectives.
how are
But
you?
let's just everyone remember that there's
Hello.
so much here that we don't fully understand. I think Mark Martin was really great at, as far as our guest today, Josh, articulating that
Hey,
people think
Biscuit
that they know
Head,
what they're
how are
talking about as far
you?
as how these operations work, but these expeditions, they are complex, they're complicated, there's a lot of moving parts, and
Come
we
up,
just
Auntie
don't
Sherry, if you
necessarily
want
know
to.
the truth of
Hey,
what
Broken
transpired.
And I
Wing.
feel like, even with the resources getting out to that ground zero, so to speak, it feels like it's a lifetime for them to get there. But in reality, hearing from some of these professionals saying this is record time that some of these resources got out to the water.
Yeah, they're on it, y'all. They're not playing. They're on it. They are on it. But the thing is they said it's safer for you to go to the moon or go to the space than to go to the ocean, to go deep down in that ocean. So, yeah. Yes, the bird cage open outside it. Hopefully it is exploring and will come back. I hope so, Angela. I'm really stressed out. I've been stressed out the whole time. Too bad they can't fix it so no one can ever attempt. I bet there will definitely be stricter regulations, and Susan. I guarantee there'll be stricter regulations on this.
I've heard that a few different ways, and I've heard people complain that why didn't this happen sooner? So I mean, I don't know what kind of job that is to get all of these
I'm
resources
poor, but if
aligned,
I had
from
250,
different
I think
countries
I'd
as well,
help
to try to
families
figure out who's
without
going to show
food.
up, where they're going to go, what's
Me
the
too,
plan,
Polly
who's
Pam.
going to search where. And you look at some of the ocean charts on where some of these location maps are for each of the vessels. It's interesting to watch too, with
Thank
the
you,
grid patterns
Mrs.
that
H. I feel so much better since I've been
navigating,
doing
and
that.
it's really interesting to see where they're positioning
I'm going to
themselves too.
continue
So I've
to
been
do
following
that
a
as
lot of
well.
that online.
Squidward says #KJB, and Josh, I don't know if this is the Squidward, but of course, Squidward, a YouTube username. There's a bunch of social media saying
Thank
the
you,
debris
Lady of
was
Love.
landing gear and a rear point piece. We have those details on WFLA.com. We talked about that on stream about 40 or so minutes ago with Mark Martin. He is part of a group that is communicating about what has been learned from the debris, the debris field that has been discovered down there, and yeah, based on his source, and of course corroborating reports from the UK, it seems as if the landing frame and the tail end are among the field of debris down there, 2.5 miles down. I want to show everybody here really quickly. We'll hit the touchscreen and take you to a shot that is being calibrated clearly because it looks quite blurry, and I think it's also repeating. This is welcome to live television, folks. When they are trying to tune in a shot, it can have deteriorated quality. We will come back to this when the shot is clear. I have, and I will make this clear to our audience, we are going to be accessing multiple camera feeds from the press conference because, and we've done this a few times. We've been around the block once or twice before, Josh. We know that with a large collection of media in one place, sometimes that can break down the online infrastructure as far as getting a feed out and distributed to national, local, national, international media. So we in the stream center here are going to tap into multiple camera feeds of the press conference, because if one goes down, we want you to be able to listen to the backup feed. We will have the backup feed. I've confirmed that with our team. And so that's coming up.
Yep. And I'm seeing some things about this is just stuff that's online that we can talk about because we're getting tagged on it. The company whose remotely operated vehicle, or ROV,
Thank you,
that found
Scott.
the debris field, reportedly said it's focused on the families of those on the Titan and their tragic loss. They put out a statement, apparently and allegedly, I don't know the details on this, Pelagic Research Services, but then deleted it. So we're reading about that. So I'm looking into that right now to see, a lot of people are really kind of wild about that right now.
They're just kind of waiting. We're just kind of waiting for the news conference to come and tell us what's going on. Hey, she called Wildfire. How are you? Prayers for peace and comfort for you and your daughter and your neighbor. Thank you, Heather Mack. I appreciate that. I just pray that the little birdie comes back. They've had him since he was a baby. My heart's breaking for her right now. My husband just left there. Hey, Kiki Z-Man. Hey, Tracy. Can any of my mods put out my membership link? If anybody is not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel, becoming a member of the channel, and please hit that like button. That helps my algorithm go up, and YouTube will show more of my videos. I only like 25 more from becoming 10,000 subscribers. We had to hitch a ride with the Russians to see the SS couple years ago. If owner had a heart, he'd at least... Exactly, Polly Pam. Yeah, the family needs their money back. Oh, it's just so sad. I just hope that they can recover the family members so they can lay them to rest. Can was in here a while ago. Are you still here, Can? You can come up here, Can. She was in here a while ago. I talked to her a little bit last night. Hi, Wendy. How are you? So sad. Horrible way to die. Money doesn't make you safe. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Exactly. So if they found debris, you all, that's not good. Didn't the owner die with them? I don't know. I think maybe one of the pilots died, but I don't think the owner died. Y'all, I've been watching my sugar and I feel like I've lost weight and everything. But when stress hits, it causes your cortisone levels to go up, which releases glycogen, I guess, and makes your sugar go up. And right now I'm really, really stressed. Hey, Sharon Crabtree, how are you? Can anybody put out my membership link? Can any of my mods grab it there and put out my membership link? So sad, horrible way to die. Money doesn't make you safe. That's right. Yeah, so let's listen to what they have to say.
Streaming for 10 hours or 8 hours or so. What are your takeaways from
streaming
this
a
so
lot.
far? I know it's a lot of information to process and you have to manage the mothership here, but has anything stood out to you with all the conversations with the guests earlier? And I didn't get to see a lot of that, but I saw some of it. He was a great guest.
My membership
Yeah,
link.
Mark
If
Martin
anybody would like to be become a
superb.
member of the
And I
Critics
think our
Crime
audience
family, would be much
agrees based on some of the
appreciated.
feedback
It
that
helps
we have been
support my
receiving
channel
here
and
in our
helps my
comment
channel to
section.
grow.
Yeah, as far as like
Owner
pinpointing
will be
one
broke
thing that
after this.
really
The owner should
sticks
pay
out.
for the search. I agree.
Not to put you on the spot,
Angela.
but
Yeah, I know.
I think
I
nobody gets
appreciate
to
it.
ask you the questions because you're doing all the questions and answering them all. So
Subscribe,
it's just
y'all.
nice to hear what you think.
Subscribe.
No, I think my big takeaway, I know this might sound like a lame,
Quacker.
non-answer, but I just
What are you doing, quacker, 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 quacker?
Quacker factor.
Quack, quack,
Because everybody's
quack.
always calling me a duck.
Wait, how am I going to get... Hang on, I'm going to try to get this straight.
You're a duck. You're a duck.
Go back to where it was.
So I'll be a quacker
There's
factor.
a quack, quacker.
Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack. Wah, wah.
And the clock
How did that?
was
There, that's better. That's the
the Coast
original one.
Guard. Listen, my father was in the Coast Guard. I know what they did. They rescue people. When in peacetime, they are the Coast Guard. But when it's wartime, they are part of the Navy.
I
So
know.
during peacetime, he was going from Newfoundland to Havana, back and forth, picking up tugboats, picking up everybody. They could not find a way back. That's what they did. They're rescue people. That's what
They're
they are.
that took them down in the bottom of the ocean on that trip. Hey, sweet and sassy, how are you?
I would never have done that. Rich people just get risky because they don't have anything else to do. They've already had everything they could possibly have. 15 million cars,
Thank
so
you,
many
Debbie.
houses on their own island and stuff. They either get weird about stuff we've talked about or they get risky. Either way, it's risky.
Right.
They do. They get bored. They
Well,
do.
and that's why they paid that money to go down there. Well, maybe that
Well,
guy.
exactly. $250,000 was nothing to them. Are you
Well, what I
kidding
was
me?
thinking about that guy is the young guy anyway. Um, I think maybe he
It's a
was a little
father and
adventurous.
son.
Yeah,
It's her
father and
son.
son.
They're both Arabians. I believe they're both Arabian or
Yeah.
Pakistani. I'm not sure, but they're Middle Eastern people.
Tracy said hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Tracy, girl.
Porcupine. Well, what makes me think that that young boy probably had a lot of interest in the Titanic, and that's probably been a lifelong dream, maybe, to go down and see it.
Yeah.
You know, so we're just
We
trying to
grieve. They just are. They're on CNN right now saying grieve the loss of life of the crew.
on CNN. They are.
Yes, they just said that we grieve the loss of the life. Coast
Let me
Guard's
see if I
coming
can
on in
find
just a
that.
few minutes, and whatever the Coast Guard says, you can take that to heart. That's
That's
all they
what I'm
do
waiting
is help
on.
rescue and send subs down.
I'm
I wonder why they sent a
so
deep
sad.
dive submarine to nudge it or something. If it was hung, at first I thought it got hung on something. That one down before Miss Daisy that got hung on the
Yeah.
propeller of the
Charlie,
Titanic. Yes,
Shirley,
it did. But
Sherry Lee said that hello to you, Auntie Sherry.
the framework got hung on the propeller on the
It is a
previous
good
dive.
story. Hello, Rhonda Lynn.
I do my homework.
Miss Daisy, your name
I
is
never gave any,
Daisy.
but
You
I do
spelled
mine.
wrong. You were typing too fast. What do you mean that what I do? I spelled it wrong, didn't I?
Yeah. She spelled Daisy
My.
wrong the other day. It was Diasy. I said
Why?
under
Y'all,
that little calf, she said rest in peace, like
I'm
it
gonna
had
have to
died
fix
or
it.
something.
Hang on,
I'm
let me
like,
see if I can fix
rest
it.
in
Thank
peace.
you, Rhonda Lynn. Hang on,
If
let me
you were
see if I
just saying
can
it, you should have said have a nice
oh,
nappy nap or something. I was like,
put Daisy on there. I can't believe it. Y'all, I've just had so much stress on me. And now this with my grandbird. Hello, Courtney. Hello,
what kind of
Michelle.
bird was your grandbird?
A parrot. It was the green and yellow one. She gave $3,000 for
Parrots.
him.
They don't usually do that. Did she not keep the parrot's wings clipped?
She tried to, but her husband, I guess, told her it wasn't.
Oh, you're supposed to keep their wings clipped so they can't lift it to the sky and
Hey,
fly.
Denise.
Crazy. I'm gonna tell you a little short story. I
I
was sitting outside
know.
under my umbrella one day, and all of a sudden this bird was sitting above me, and it wasn't any bird call that I
Hey,
know.
Doctor, drank a
And
lot.
then the thing,
They
I'm
found
making it
debris.
short. Then this thing lands in my hair.
Hi,
It's
my
a
three
lovebird.
sons.
It had escaped. It was a lovebird. I tried to
Did you?
find everybody it belonged to, and then I took it to the bird woman who has birds at an aviary, and I took her. I took the little
Hello,
closet
Kayla.
with the thing on my head, so I couldn't let it go in my house. It would go up really high, and I'd be able to get it. So
That's
I
what
walked in there, and
Killbuster.
yeah,
That's what her husband told her
I
it was
found a
cool to clip the
lovebird.
wings.
A bird.
That's
It
why
was a
they
sweet
didn't
thing.
do it.
She named it Peaches.
But I don't. It's always the husband's fault.
That's about
No,
as fast as I can tell a
actually,
story.
he didn't realize that the bird
About
was
as
going to
fast as
fly
I can tell
out
a
like
story right
that.
there.
I just don't believe that he realized that that was going to happen. It's sad because they both love the bird very, very much.
Parrots are extremely smart. I
I
would be
told her
looking for
that.
that parrot back. I would look for
Well,
that
he
parrot to come back. I would put something
I did too,
familiar
anyway.
like its cage or something where it could see that it could be safe once it returned. Put its cage out
Hmm.
there, put some feed out, whatever, and I'd keep an eye and make
Yeah.
sure it will come back. I
Part of the
think.
sub that
I'm
just
pretty
gave way was a
sure
Oh,
Recordings
parrots are
just
really
got.
smart. They really are.
they are.
figure out what had happened, but that
Hang on
start
now. I'm waiting for the news. But yeah, they are. I just pray that it's going to come back. And I told her, I was like, just pray, sissy, pray. I pray they imploded and didn't suffer on that sub. I do too, Polly Pam. I do too. Let's listen to some of it, see what they got to say.
sad end to the Ocean Gate and the Titan story. It's really rough to hear.
Let's remind our audience: the U.S. Coast Guard. Sometimes press conferences don't exactly start on time. I'll just say that
These guys have been pretty good, though.
They have extraordinarily punctual. And this is because it's the Coast Guard.
Right.
It is, and with that, we expect this press conference to begin promptly at 3:00 Eastern in about 7.5 minutes from now. So if you have found this live stream, if you're looking for the press conference,
Oh no,
you found
Angie.
it.
I'm
This
sorry.
is it. We're gonna. Josh and I are going to mute our microphones.
What's wrong,
and
Miss
we are going to
Daisy?
listen in and
The
learn
press
this news with
conference
all
is
of you.
getting
We're
ready to
going to go
happen.
full screen
Angela said her pig
and
barn
find
is
out the latest
flooding.
from Boston. Josh,
Her
are
what?
you
Debbie.
going to be with us through the press conference, or remind
They
me?
say they keep it to a half hour usually, so
There's
Okay.
a new
I just
movie
got to be
out
downstairs
about
and get on the air
that.
by 4, but
Debbie, I'm
we
going
can
to tell
push it
her in
a
a
little
little
bit.
while.
Okay. So,
Well, if anybody
and
knows
look,
about
it
it's
depends
going to
on
be
how
the
long the
Coast
press
Guard.
conference goes.
Right.
We
We'll
expect
It
let
may
her
there to
not be
sit
that
be.
long, but they're going to
anywhere.
have questions, and they generally do.
And they do have
It is going to be a
submarines,
lot
by
of
the way.
questions.
It is expected to be,
That's why
I'm
Sub
sure,
didn't go there and
considerable
In a
nudge
Q
it.
and
few
A
minutes,
because there are so
right?
many
Nudge
questions
it.
that still remain. And
I'm going to put this on mute until the press conference is coming at 3. So
Why
we're going to
didn't the
cover.
submarine damage it if they could find it, or did it go so far off course? And who uses that
Hey,
kind of
Wendy.
controller? With something that important, who uses excuse me,
It's all
Xbox
right.
controller? Really?
I don't
If
know.
that's what they
He
use, that
was
is
making
crazy.
the money that he
Yeah.
made off one trip alone should have been enough to keep that thing
According
prepared.
to what I read,
Hey,
his wife
BC777.
and according to what I read, his wife had control of the controller, and she was trying to get away from where they went in.
But the money he was making, heck, he made probably
$1
close to $1
million.
million per trip.
He made $1
Per
million
trip.
that trip. But you know what? Have you
He
ever
had the money
seen
to do better.
Miss Daisy? Have you ever seen the U-Haul?
Yeah,
You
I
have
have.
not. A
A
hearse with a
U-Haul.
U-Haul, like they're going to take everything with them. You've seen a hearse with a U-Haul?
No, I've
You
never
make
seen a horse with a
no.
U-Haul.
You're making up this bull crap now.
A U-Haul.
I don't. I don't care, but no, you've
Auntie Sherry, Quacker Factor. You're gonna have to go out and come back in, honey. You're going quacky. You're going quacky, Auntie Sherry. You're going quacky. If they imploited, they will only find some pieces. I agree. Auntie Sherry, you're going quacky, honey. Yeah. Okay. We're just kind of waiting for the press conference, just kind of chit chatting to see what they have to say about it, y'all. I have also have more coverage of the girl that delivered the baby. I found footage of her running to the bathroom. We're all going quacky. Absolutely, we are, Courtney. Hey, Wham Wham and Design, how are you? Daisy's on here early, you all. was going to cover the live coverage of this submarine. Hopefully it'll go live here pretty soon. And this is actually live, but I'm thinking that they're going to show some more live coverage of this at 3 o'clock. Hang on, you guys. See, mm, let's see. Hang on. Um, trying to listen. YouTube always there. I'm telling you what. I don't even know why I go live because YouTube is starting to flag my videos, and I don't even know why. I'm gonna put your link back out, y'all. If they keep doing this, I don't know if I can afford to keep coming on these lives because I literally make nothing off views because YouTube flags me. So if I don't get the super chats or super stickers or the memberships, then I know there's no sense in me going live if I get flagged every time I go live. They limit my. If you put one word in there, one word that they don't like, they flag your videos and then you get nothing for that video. I think I've made like $4 on the last couple of videos. I think I didn't make much off Harmony. I know that. Which I'm not trying to get money off her, but I mean the live stream. YouTube keeps flagging my videos. Let me see. Are you there, Auntie Sherry? Can you hear me? Auntie Sherry. Yeah. $2 off the live I did on Harmony. $2.60. It's not even, I mean, I want to come on here and let's see the other one. I didn't make anything either. So, yeah. But we're waiting until 3 o'clock and seeing if it comes on. Auntie Sherry, I can't hear you. Here, is this it here? No. We're still just kind of waiting. Okay, Rhonda. I know it just almost doesn't make it worth. I mean, I love coming on here and everything, but it's just they're flagging every little thing and you don't even get views. And then like, you know, when you don't get anything, it's pointless. It is. That's why I depend on my memberships and stuff for my lives. So if anybody wants to be a member, please hit that membership button. Here it is, y'all. Here it is.
Thank you for joining us today and over the past few days. This afternoon, Rear Admiral John Mauger will be providing an update on the most recent findings from ROV operations in search of the Titan submersible. He will provide a brief statement and provide the opportunity for questions after. Please limit your questions to one per outlet. Following the briefing, the Joint Information Center staff and I will be here to help you with any of your further needs. May I now please introduce Rear Admiral John Mauger.
Oh, thank you, sweet and sassy.
This morning,
Thank you.
an ROV or
God
remote
bless you,
operated
sweet and
vehicle
sassy. Thank
from the
you.
vessel Horizon Arctic discovered the tail cone of the Titan submersible approximately 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic on the seafloor. The ROV subsequently found additional debris. In consultation with experts from within the Unified Command, the debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber. Upon this determination, we immediately notified the families. On behalf of the United States Coast Guard and the entire Unified Command, I offer my deepest condolences to the families. I can only imagine what this has been like for them, and I hope that this discovery provides some solace during this difficult time. Additionally, we've been in close contact with the British and French consuls general to ensure that they are fully apprised and that their concerns are being addressed. The outpouring of support in this highly complex search operation has been robust and immensely appreciated. We are grateful for the rapid mobilization of experts on the undersea search and rescue, and we thank all of the agencies and personnel for their role in the response. We're also incredibly grateful for the full spectrum of international assistance that's been provided. The ROVs will remain on scene and continue to gather information. Again, our most heartfelt condolences go out to the loved ones of the crew. We'll now take questions.
John, what other debris have you found? John, what other debris have you found? Can you talk about the delay in reporting the vessel missing and what impact that had on the
This was a incredibly complex case, and we're still working to develop the details for the timeline involved with this casualty and the response. And so we'll provide that information.
James Matthews from Sky News. John, what other debris have you found? And have you found any trace of those who were on board?
So this is an incredibly complex operating environment on the seafloor, over 2 miles beneath the surface. And so the remote operating vehicle has been searching, and it is highly capable. And we've been able to classify parts of the pressure chamber for the Titan submersible. Let me refer to one of my undersea experts here, Mr. Paul Hankin, to talk about the nature of some of the debris.
Thank you, Admiral. So essentially, we found 5 different major pieces of debris that told us that it was the remains of the Titan. The initial thing we found was the nose cone, which was outside of the pressure hull. We then found a large debris field. Within that large debris field, we found the front end bell of the pressure hull. That was the first indication that there was a catastrophic event. Shortly thereafter, we found a second smaller debris field. Within that debris field, we found the other end of the pressure hull, the aft end bell, which was basically comprised of the totality of that pressure vessel. We continue to map the debris field, and as the Admiral said, we will do the best we can to fully map out what's down there.
Thank you very much. It's a very difficult question to ask, but it will be an important one for the families, of course. What are the prospects of recovery of the bodies of the missing?
So the questions was related. I'm restating the question from the standpoint of sometimes it's hard to hear the question here. What are the prospects for recovering crew members? And so this is a incredibly unforgiving environment down there on the seafloor. And the debris is consistent with a catastrophic implosion of the vessel. And so we'll continue to work and continue to search the area. But I don't have an answer for prospects at this time.
Admiral, it's Tom Costello at NBC News. Is there any suggestion? Any suggestion at all that the sub itself collided with the wreckage of Titanic, or that instead it might have imploded above the wreckage and then rained down nearby?
So the question was, is there any question as to whether or not the sub collided with the Titanic or whether it imploded above and debris field created from that? So the location of the Titan submersible was in an area that was approximately 1,600 feet from the wreck of the Titanic. I have an expert here that is familiar with that area and can talk about the debris field and what the debris field indicates in terms of the
titanium is a very light metal. It's a very lightweight metal.
Wait, let's get the expert voice, please. Hang on a second. The expert voice is coming up to answer the question.
Thank you, Admiral. So the question is, where does the wreck lie in relation to the Titanic? I didn't hear the Admiral's answer. I think 1,600 feet. Is that correct, Admiral? Yep. So that's off the bow of Titanic. It's in an area where there is not any debris of Titanic. It is a smooth bottom. To my knowledge and anything I've seen, there's no Titanic wreckage in that area. And again, 200 plus meters from the bow, and consistent with the location of last communication for an implosion in the water column. And the size of the debris field is consistent with that implosion in the water column.
Admiral, if I can ask you a question, in terms of the timing here, you say it's a catastrophic. I know it's early on, but is it your estimation that this happened right at the moment when they lost contact, an hour and 45 minutes after their descent?
So the question was about the timing of the catastrophic implosion. Right now, it is too early to tell with that. We know that as we've been prosecuting this search over the course of the last 72 hours and beyond, that we've had sonar buoys in the water nearly continuously and have not detected any catastrophic events when those sonar buoys have been in the water. So,
Admiral, can you just...
So we will. The question was, what happens from here? What's the next phase? And so right now, again, our thoughts are with the families and making sure that they have an understanding as best as we can provide of what happened and begin to find some closure. In terms of the large process, we're going to continue to investigate the site of the debris field. And then I know that there's also a lot of questions about how, why, and when did this happen. And so those are questions that we will collect as much information as we can on now, while the governments are meeting and discussing, what an investigation of this nature of a casualty might look like. This is something that happened. I'll just remind everybody, this is something that happened in a remote portion of the ocean with people from several different countries around the world, and so it is a complex case to work through. But I'm confident that those questions will begin to get answered.
Will the Coast Guard lead the investigation, sir?
The question was there any suggestion that time factors may have played a role or a consideration in the casualty here? And so the debris field is consistent with a catastrophic implosion of the vessel. Again, while we were prosecuting the search, we had listening devices in the water throughout and did not hear any signs of catastrophic failure from those. And so we're going to continue to investigate, or we're going to continue to document the information there and understand, based on all the information we have, the timeline.
Admiral, can I ask you, Admiral?
So the question was, what are the resources required for the investigation, and which ships will be pulling out and staying in? And so it's too early for me to talk about an investigation. That's a decision that's going to be taken outside of the search and efforts that I was leading. But we do have a number of vessels. We have 9 vessels on the scene right now. We had medical personnel on scene. We had other technicians on scene. And so we will begin to demobilize personnel and vessels from the scene over the course of the next 24 hours. But we're going to continue remote operations on the seafloor. And I don't have a timeline for when we would intend to stop remote operations on the seafloor at this point.
Admiral, as a result of this, do you think there should be changes in the way these are safety rated or inspected so that this won't happen again?
Yeah, the question was essentially about, do you think that there should be changes in safety ratings or inspection for these standards? I know that there's a lot of questions about why, how, when this happened, and the members of the Unified Command, have those questions too, as professionals and experts that work in this environment. And this is an incredibly difficult and dangerous environment to work in out there. But those questions about the regulations that apply and the standards, that's going to be, I'm sure, focus of future review. Right now, we're focused on documenting the scene and continuing the subfloor.
We don't know the timing here, but there was the banging rings yesterday that redirected and deployed the ROVs to this area. Is there anything conclusive in those noises and did that redirection and then finding this debris field today all help?
So throughout the search efforts, we reacted to the information that we had available to us. And while we continue to send it off for deeper analysis, again, really complex operating environment for us to work in. Let me check with the experts, but there doesn't appear to be any connection between the noises and the location on the seafloor. Again, this was a catastrophic implosion of the vessel, which would have generated a significant broadband sound down there that the sonar buoys would have picked up.
Admiral, you mentioned closure. Admiral, you mentioned closure for the families. Admiral, can I just ask you about your comment regarding the families?
And also, were all of the assets involved moved as swiftly as possible to the area? Was any help turned away, as some lawmakers have said?
This was a incredibly complex operation, and we were able to mobilize an immense amount of gear to the site in just a really remarkable amount of time, given the fact that we started without any sort of vessel response plan for this or any sort of pre-stage resources. And so the equipment that was brought on site this morning that we were using was a pelagic ROV capable of operating at 6,000 meters. cameras, sonar, other articulating arms and resources on it. And it, we had to transport it here through C-17 aircraft. This is 2 aircraft that it took to get this up here. And so we've really had the right gear on site and worked as swiftly as possible to bring all of the capabilities that we had to bear to this search and rescue effort. And it was just a huge international and interagency effort to make this happen. So I'm really grateful for all of the responders that came out to support this and really search for the vessel. It is a difficult day for all of us. And it's especially difficult for the families, and our thoughts are with the families today. But this was an immense support, and we had the right gear on the bottom to find it.
Admiral, you mentioned Admiral.
Will you attempt to recover the bodies? Can we ask you the victims? Will they be recovered?
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this afternoon. There are no future planned press conferences. Updates will be shared to the USCG Northeast Twitter page, and our staff will be available to take down any questions following this. Thank you. I can get that back to you afterwards, just so I can confirm. Thank you.
Breaking news on WFLA Now. Here's JB Buno.
I have a question. Why couldn't they send a deep sea submarine down there and give it a little bump if it was stuck on the bottom? But in my opinion, it probably imploded on the way down with the pressure. It might have had a crack. I mean, just the size of a pinprick or something in it. Titanium is a very lightweight,
That's
soft
so
metal.
sad. Right. So they instantly died. They must have
Yes, they
instantly
did.
passed
They
away.
did. They went without oxygen and they just went to sleep. They didn't
Yeah.
suffer. They did not suffer. If somebody takes your oxygen away, little by little, this was gradually now. This wasn't like just somebody took
No,
it.
I thought they said it like caved in on them.
Yeah, it imploded. It did. But I think they were already dead
Exploded.
by then. I think they were dead by the pressure, already dead. So I don't think they suffered. That's just my opinion. And this picture right here, it's my dad
Thank
in the
you,
Coast
Debbie,
Guard.
for sending that cash app.
There he is. He's in Newfoundland standing on the ice, frozen ice. Look what they had to wear back
Is
then.
that your daddy?
Yes. Isn't that crazy what they had to wear?
Yeah.
He was a
Thank
navigator.
you, Stephanie, and thank you,
He was
Debbie,
the
for the cash
navigator.
app. Thank you so much.
He was the navigator. He got to stay on the bridge. He didn't have to go do all the nasty work.
Aw.
He was up with the captain and co-captain
Thank
and
you,
the
Debbie.
radar and whatever.
Thank you, Debbie Nelson. Love you. Thank you, Stephanie. Love you.
You guys, I hope you know that Miss Daisy and I are back together now.
We can't stay apart, Auntie Sherry.
We can't. We really
No matter
can't.
how mad I get
I
at
don't
you.
care. I know. You get mad at me.
No
I
matter
never get
how
mad at
mad
you.
you get at me.
But I owe you one, though. I owe you one getting mad at you. I'm waiting on it.
No, we'll not be mad at you.
I'm waiting on it.
I love you, and if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry.
I'm going to Buc-ee's.
When are you going to Buc-ee's, Auntie Sherry?
Oh, sometime when I'm up there, rounded about.
Prayers for the family of the deceased. Yes, absolutely. Well, call me.
Yeah.
Call me
That's
after a while.
That's the first thing I did. I did that 3 hours ago. Was pray for the family.
Yeah.
I really did. I knew this was not going to turn out well. There's no way. With the conditions the way they were and where they were and all that stuff, there is no way. You'd be better off going into space than you would be with all that pressure.
I know.
Think about it. Think about being in a pool when you drop down underwater.
Maybe it happened so quickly they just didn't even know. It would have exploded in a millisecond, so they wouldn't know.
Yes, they wouldn't know. They died instantly.
What would have happened? Will
They
they be
died
able to recover
instantly.
the bodies? They never said nothing about recovering the
Miss
body.
Daisy, when something explodes like that from the amount of pressure, it's like an atomic bomb going off underwater. Not an atomic bomb, but like, let's say,
Like
a
nothing left.
submarine missile going off. And
Yeah.
everything. I don't want to get graphic about it, but you could just imagine if it said it imploded, that means it exploded to the inside,
Yeah.
collapsed.
So
So
they went quickly.
they
So
will never find anybody. Never.
I don't
Ever.
believe they will either.
No, they
Auntie.
won't. I'm sure.
That's why they didn't answer the question. Miss
They
Daisy,
can't answer that question.
so glad y'all are back together. Well, I hope you feel better, Miss Susan. I love you, and I hope you feel
I
better.
love you too. And Miss Daisy's mean as hell, y'all.
Miss Daisy.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
poor family. You told everybody the rooster died, Sherry.
Well, it did after the fact.
No, a coon
It
got
did
that
die later on. Did it not die later on?
later on, but everybody
Yes.
said
Well, it died after the fact. I wasn't lying. I said the rooster died after that.
not
Really?
Probably about 6 months after that. I don't know when it imploded. They just had a press conference on it truthfully.
But it did die after that. After that episode.
A coon got it.
You can't say coon on here. Raccoon.
Raccoon got it. In the South, we call it a coon.
Oh, Miss Daisy. Oh,
But
the
yeah,
faux pas you make.
but
You slay me. You slay me.
I can't live without Auntie Sherry. My life is not the same if I don't have Auntie Sherry in my
That's because
That's
I'm
just how it
full
is,
of
y'all.
mischief. Just like you, full of mischief. And you can't keep me down.
Did Jinkies get hey PG, how are you? Prayer Garden said,
PG, hey,
hello,
PG.
Daisy. God bless and much love. Really nice to see you and Sherry back together.
Thank you,
Prayer
Prayer Garden of America. I appreciate that. It took a lot of work on my part, but we did.
No, Auntie Sherry, and what people
Yes, it
don't
did.
understand, Auntie Sherry, what people don't understand is I get calls all the time and messages all throughout
I don't
the day.
call you all the time.
No, but I'm not just talking about you. But the thing is, Auntie Sherry, I got a lot going on. Like
don't lump me into a bunch of people that call you because I don't.
You text the hell out of me.
No, you text me first.
Yeah, all your roosters died, Sun King. Both of them died.
Poor old thing. It died after the fact.
A raccoon got it, Sherry.
I know, but it still died after the fact.
No, I mean just because they most commonly doesn't mean.
Now wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. You're trying to make this into something it's not.
What, Auntie?
It died after the fact.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't care what got it. I said it died. I didn't say what got it. I said it died after the
I'm
fact.
not fussing no more.
It died after
I'm
that
not
event.
fighting with other creators. I'm going to get along with them. I'm moving on to other cases, you all. I want my channel to grow in other cases. That's right, PG. Amen. Glory to God.
Why can't we all get along? Why can't everybody just get along and love each other? Why can't we? Why?
We got to.
Why does everybody have to say, "Oh, you on so and so channel, but you over there, you over here, and here you are"?
This
what you
world
over
is
here?
becoming more and more evil. And there is a movie.
It's got too crazy for me.
Y'all, there is a movie that is coming out, and the guy that played Jesus on the Passion of Christ is in the movie, and it is about child trafficking. And if you want to support the fight against child trafficking, go watch that movie next month. I will post a link for it, but it is him and the guy Mel Gibson are fighting right now against child trafficking. Well, look who's here. Look what the cat
Mr. Ronald.
Well,
hello, Mr. Gentleman, Marshal, Sheriff,
Cowboy.
What are your cowboy?
Let's
see. I've got to get all of it. Wait a minute. I know all of his pseudonyms. I know all of his pseudonyms.
Oh my Lord, y'all. But yeah, um, y'all watch that movie.
General,
Let
you're
me go. I
general
posted
too.
it on my Facebook. Let me bring that up. I posted it on my Facebook, that movie. And so we all need to cover these
That's so
cases,
funny to me.
especially like what that little
I still
Harmony
want you. If
Montgomery
I
went
come, if
through.
I come where you, if I come where you live, Ronald, you still gonna buy me some crab legs?
Who's that movie? Let me hang on. Richie. I think I shared that movie. Let me see.
Oh,
That,
Ronald, you're a
but
hoot,
it's a
man.
movie
You're
that's
a
coming
hoot.
up.
You got more personalities than anybody I've ever seen in my
And
life.
it's got the guy from Passion of Christ on it. Sherry, that is Sir Ronald. I just heard about it. So sad to hear. Rest in
Excuse me,
peace to the ones that
Sir
life.
Ronald.
Hello, Diana. But yeah, yes, we do, Prayer Garden. We do need to do more kindness and caring. Our world is falling apart, y'all. It is. These little precious babies are becoming victims. I mean, look what happened to poor Harmony. And you know the little baby that was missing in Memphis, Tennessee, uh,
Yes.
not too long ago? Well, it had the same fate. It had been missing longer, and they were hiding its little body. And the stepdad unalived it with his hands. Yeah,
Why do
and
we have to
and
say
the mother has covered
unalived?
up. Because you
Why do we
can't
have to
really
say
say red
unalived?
rum. You can't say red rum on here. So YouTube is flagging everything.
Well, you just said red rum.
Well, I mean, opposite of red rum. But yeah.
Okay. Live, live, live.
But the little baby had no chance. No, well, Mel Gibson
Miss Daisy, it is sad.
and the
This
guy
whole thing is just sad as
from the
hell.
Passion
It
of
really
Christ
is.
is fighting Hollywood and all the elites and everybody. Oh, they're fighting the human trafficking, y'all. That's probably going to
And it
fight.
happens a lot with movie stars.
There's a new movie
Rich people
out
that get bored.
about the human
Rich people
trafficking
that
and
get
what's
bored
really going
again.
on. It's
Michael
coming out
Jackson.
next month.
Remember Michael
And
Jackson? He got
a
bored.
way to support it.
Hey, lady, 7-Up.
Yeah, they said like Michael Jackson was against it, and he were
Hey,
trying to
baby.
fight
And
against it.
hey, Steve.
Diana Parker, how are you?
They're sweet
Let me
people.
see
They're
if I
so
can
sweet.
find. If y'all haven't become a member of the Critters Crime family, please consider doing so. That helps my channel grow and helps me to bring content. Let me see if I can find that movie, the new movie with the guy Jim Cavilla. It's a new movie about. Okay, it's got Jim Cavilla in it, and from the Passion. It's called The Sound of Freedom. Here's the
I know
trailer.
that sound. That's a
And then we're
good
gonna play
title.
the trailer here.
I like
Y'all to see what
that
it's
sound.
about. This stuff is real, y'all. And they're saying that Mel Gibson, they're gonna come after him because he's exposing Hollywood and what they're doing. So I want y'all to see this. Let me take this down. I want y'all to see the full thing of it. So I'm gonna take me and Sherry right here at the bottom. There we go, guys. And I want y'all to see this trailer.
Lola, it's all right, baby. It's all right. All right.
I think I can do this job, Tim. As soon as I lay down, all I see are those kids' faces. How long you been doing this? 12 years. How do you do it? It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's going to pass the drug trade.
Señor Timoteo, tú rescatas niños, ¿verdad? Quizá puedas ayudarme a encontrar a mi hermana.
you too.
We're Homeland Security. You know we can't go off rescuing kids in Colombia.
This job tears you to pieces. This is my one chance to put those pieces back together.
We're talking about extracting an 11-year-old girl from an army of rebels.
Not just her. I'm talking about rescuing hundreds of kids. She could be a block down the road, or she could be in Moscow, Bangkok, LA.
Over 2 million children a year are being sucked into the deepest recesses of hell. If we do nothing, someday it's gonna reach the likes of you. What if this was your daughter?
That's 2,300 too many. 2,300 too many.
It's coming out next month, you guys, and it's called The Sound of Freedom, and it is about a guy who is saving these children. He is traveling the world, risking his life, and saving these children. It's Daisy who is streaming it. Yeah, I was streaming it a while ago.
Well, you can show the trailer on something. There's nothing
yeah,
against that.
yeah, I probably will get a copyright claim. It doesn't matter because
For
it
showing
needs
a trailer,
to
that's
be-
advertising for someone. They won't hit
I
you
know,
for
but the
that.
music in it, but I really think it's important that people go
I don't
back
think so.
and watch that movie next month. It will be coming out. It's about this, y'all. Our Hollywood celebrities, our rich elites.
They're bored. They're
all
rich. They're
behind
bored.
it. These celebrities, they're into evil stuff, and Mel Gibson and this guy is exposing it. Little by little, these celebrities are coming out and exposing this stuff.
Anybody remember Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I heard that he was trying
Just
to expose
wondered.
hundreds of kids who went missing the first 2 weeks of May around Cleveland, Ohio.
Well, Sun
Yeah.
King, we do what we can, but we can't
And
get
they have
out
no
there
idea
in
where all
cop
these children
cars
are.
and go running around looking for kids. We can't. But
We
we
have
do what
no
we
idea
can.
where
We
these
do
children
what
are.
we can to expose it and to let people know about it.
The new youth, you want to know what the new youth drug is? I'm going to put trigger warning out there. You don't want to know what the new youth drug is or medicine or ointment or
Fentanyl.
whatever? No. Blood.
Spice.
Blood.
Blood.
Children's blood
Oh, gosh.
is youthful.
Really?
They drink
Well,
it.
I hope I grow to be an old, wicked woman.
They drink it. They bathe in it. You name it. They do it.
That's awful. That makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
Seriously,
We've
that makes me
done
want to
live
throw up.
about this, y'all, before, but go watch
I
that
know
movie.
about sacrifices and all that, but I
Human
didn't know they were.
trafficking. Hey,
What is
Matthew.
that? Some TikTok
I've
dare or
been
something?
down with COVID. Oh no, Matthew.
Is
Today
it still
has
going around? I don't
a
think it's not.
oh Matthew,
It
you
is.
just get plenty of fluids and plenty of nutrition.
It is.
Get
It
you
is
some
still there.
vitamins.
We
Get
just
this
don't think
here,
about it.
having women in human trafficking have babies so they either sell for sacrifice or organ harvesting. These people are going to bust hell right open. Yes, ma'am. And my mod Yanni is a
They're
victim
on
of
drugs. They don't give a damn what they do. They're out of
yes,
their minds.
Sylvesters. No, they're
Usually, you
evil.
put
They're
mental
perverted
illness.
and evil.
You put mental illness with substance abuse, and you've got a catastrophe. Right there.
Yeah, they're perverted and they're
That's the
evil.
truth. I swear. I swear to God in heaven. You put substance abuse with
That
mental
is
illness, and
going
you
on.
got a catastrophe going.
But we could go down that rabbit hole hard today, but I want to
Oh,
kind
I
of keep
could.
it light today.
I surely
I do
could.
want y'all to encourage you guys to go and watch that movie because it is a way of fighting. The bigger the movie is, the more awareness. But what is fact is 460. No, it's not a conspiracy, Deb. I promise it's not a conspiracy. Too many celebrities has come out about it. Too many children that are victims. Um, Yanni, my mod, had to drink that. They forced her to drink it. She was sold into the trafficking ring at 2 years old.
Miss Daisy,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very sad to report this to you, but all these mothers and people that are throwing these babies across the wall
Uh-huh.
and they land on the other side, there are tractor trailers sitting there waiting on those little
Yeah.
kids and pack them in there and
Well,
go sell them.
the thing is those little kids like where Candace was talking about the other day
When
in the
I read
board,
that, I was like, oh my.
they the little kids, they at least the ones there at that hotel has a mother and a father. Some of the parents just put their kids on these buses and
They just
train,
put them over the wall.
and
They
they're
just put them
becoming
over
the
the wall and
victims.
drop them for somebody to catch.
They're literally the ones
They
that's
do.
becoming the victims of this severe ring. But I will try to find the link to that
That's
movie.
awful. That's just makes
And
me sick.
I do. There is a one on. I think it was on Instagram where I seen it, where the actor Jim Caviglia, the one that played Jesus in the Passion, he told everybody, if you want to support the fight against, the one way that you can fight against human trafficking is to watch this movie. Get the word out for people to go and watch this movie to support this. That's one way, because people are, our hands are tied. Oh, a normal person like me or Sherry, we can't do anything about it, but bring
Well,
awareness to it.
we
That's
can
all we
bring
can
awareness.
do.
We can teach. Everybody remember this signal? Everybody remember this? Have you taught your children, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren this signal that they
Mm-hmm.
can hold up to a window if they're in trouble? And this shows I need help without alerting the person that's holding them hostage. Please teach this to everyone. I taught it to my great nephews and niece. They know it.
Mm-hmm.
What to do. That's a
Mm-hmm.
simple thing to do. But you're teaching and you're bringing awareness, even
Mm-hmm.
to little kids. And they need to know. They really do need to know. They might get in a situation sometimes and they need to know how to ask for help.
Right.
Covertly. So
Okay. I'm going to show y'all this video right quick. I'm going to bring it up about this. We're going to talk a little bit about this because it really needs to be brought up. This is a video about Mel Gibson. Here we go.
On this prediction. Over the next few weeks, you will see a number of news articles from the mainstream media reminding you why you should hate actor Mel Gibson, or at the very least, why you should ignore him. They will remind you that he's a bad person, a racist, an anti-Semite, and all manner of other things. They will tell you. They will republish the
Sounds of Freedom. Okay.
recordings of his personal conversations where he said some really violent things that he later apologized for. We know these original recordings were edited before they were released. We now know that. How did they get out in the first place, you ask? How did these private conversations get out? How did the company that owns the National Enquirer get their hands on these tapes to begin with? Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Just shut up and follow along. This anti-Mel Gibson campaign will start soon. It's going to start. You watch. Mark my words. Because Mel Gibson and what he is about to reveal about Hollywood and beyond. We just learned that Mel Gibson is about to release a 4-part massive documentary series.
Rich people get bored.
Child sex trafficking ring that brings in $34 billion a year in revenue. $34 billion in revenue.
So you see that. Come up, Can, if you want to. I'll put the link out.
The statistics are staggering. They're staggering.
Yeah. So evidently he's got proof. So he's been living with these monsters for years. And
he might have caught a glimpse of what's going on.
And everybody acted like he was crazy. He told years ago what they did. And everybody's like, oh, he's crazy. He don't know what he's talking about. And unfortunately, these little children that are being dropped off from Mexico and left alone are succumbing to this. You're at the hospital. Oh, is it over your ankle? Candace hurt her
Candace,
ankle
where are you?
yesterday. She hurt her ankle.
What'd she
She
do?
says she's at the hospital. I don't know if she
Candace.
sprained it. I think she broke it
Why
because
can't you at the
well,
hospital? You have to sit around for hours and hours and hours.
well,
Do
she was
something
in a
good with
lot
your
of
time.
pain last night, and I told her to go. And yeah, it's over her ankle. Oh, I hope you didn't break it, honey. I know
I'm
that it was
sorry.
swelling,
I'm sorry,
and usually a
Candace.
swelling of an ankle shows that's usually that
I'm
you
sorry.
fractured it. I told you. I thought you broke it. I had a feeling she broke it. Bless your
I
heart,
broke
honey.
my leg. I
I'm
knew I
glad you
broke it.
shared. Bless your heart, honey.
Candace,
I'm so sorry about that.
you're going to have to wear a
She was in
cast
a
or a
lot of pain.
splint
She
for a
couldn't
long
even sit
time.
down last night. They
Plan
tried
on
to.
8 weeks with the boot on
Oh
or
yeah,
a
they
cast.
do. They do. Can I'll be praying for you, honey. I hope they give you something to help you get comfortable. Because she couldn't even sit down last night. Said she'd been crying all night long.
I say I didn't know any of
Yeah,
this
she
because
couldn't even sit still.
I've been living on the outskirts of town for a while.
I know, T Sherry. I didn't even go live last night though. We're praying for you, Can. Go home and get you some rest, honey, and keep you some
Candace, I
eye.
love you.
They're probably
I
putting
love
it
you. I hope you feel
in.
better. I hope you feel
I
better.
did too.
Elevate it. Elevate it, okay? Keep that
Yeah,
elevated. It will heal
definitely.
faster.
Keep it elevated and just
Ice.
rest. Yeah.
Ice, but if you have a splint on it, you can't put ice on it.
Can you? Yeah, they probably put in a cat. They'll probably put a splint on it, and then they'll reschedule her to come back and put a cast on it. I'd say.
They put a cast on me
I
first,
love
and
you,
then they
Auntie
took me to a
Sherry.
splint.
She said, "I
I
love
love
you."
you too, Candace. I hope you feel better, darling. I really do. I
Yeah,
really do. You know, we care about you, girlfriend.
yeah,
We really do. People
we do.
people think we're crazy, but we do anyway.
We do love her, and I hate that because I had a feeling it was fractured last night because of the pain
Of the
and
swelling
yeah.
and the swelling, yeah. If you can't see your ankle, you pretty much you think about it's a fracture or you
Usually
torn a
with
ligament.
usually with a sprain,
Ligaments are worse than fractures.
but well, it's just been a bad week, ain't it? Last couple weeks has been bad for Can, and
Yep.
then
Don hurt
today,
his back, and now Candace sprained her ankle. And what are we
yeah,
gonna do with him anyway?
it's been sad here on the farm. My neighbor had to put his cow down yesterday. Um, what else died? I forgot. Just a lot of different
You
stuff.
got into a fight with me. That was bad.
Yeah, Auntie Sherry. Um,
You mean old thing, you.
Lino thing. My daughter's bird's gone. I pray that he comes back.
Put the cage out
Please,
there,
please pray.
please. And some food. And
Thank you, Miss Debbie.
keep the
But
outside
yeah, it's
light on
really
for
sad, you
him,
all. What's
hers
going
to
on
come
with
back.
these babies?
They don't want to be in the wild. They don't want to be in the wild. They've never known anything but being in a cage or being
I know that's
free
what's
to
got
be in the
my daughter
house.
scared. I'm
Oh,
praying.
you think a predator will get the parents? What you're thinking?
I just want to go be with my daughter and hug her and stuff, but she won't let me do
Well,
it.
where is she? Where
She's
is
at
she?
her house looking for him. Are the men from the club really lost? Yeah,
What?
Cajun, they're actually deceased. They just announced that they were deceased. That they found pieces of the wreckage. They just announced that.
Yeah, there's no
Registered
way.
attendant in
There's
my
just no way. There's just no way.
like
There's no
so.
way. I'm not a genius, but I know there's no way.
Okay, Sharon.
Denver, Colorado. What if
Thank
that
you,
was my
Debbie. But
nephew?
the thing is like we need to bring awareness to this because I'm not going to be silent as long as there's a breath in me, and there's babies out there being suffered and stole, and I worry that maybe baby Harmony that was kind of going on with her father because if she was wetting the bed and defecating on herself, something was going on there. Something, and then they
Wetting
had.
the bed, wetting the bed beyond the usual age usually
Well, she
shows
was
signs
living in
of
the home.
some sort of
Yeah.
trauma, whether it be sexual abuse, physical abuse. But the reason they wet the bed is they're so damn scared to even get up out of the bed for fear of what happened to them. Think about that. What are you doing out of bed, girl? hmm They don't want to be beaten half to death.
What is
Sometimes
it?
that turns sexual predators away when they wet on themselves.
Right. Right.
I've had a child that told me that.
She was.
I
I will
know
never
about
shut
I
up
know
either.
about defects
Or
and all
was.
that stuff.
I
I
will
will
be
never
an
shut up
advocate for
about
this
it either,
lady.
Nora.
You
Wish I
broke
could
your
have
foot
met
2 weeks
you.
ago. Oh, I'm sorry, Kikis.
Nora,
That's
by
a
the
lot of
way,
pain, y'all.
I like the gap in your teeth. I
Parents can
noticed
be
that.
judged once proven guilty, not
Notice that, Nora
before.
Woods.
They're giving her the boot. They're giving her a boot.
Oh yeah.
Well, that will
Ain't
be
that fun?
better. That will be better. Um, can the boot a boot will.
You still gonna have to wear it
Gosh,
6 to 8
everything's
weeks.
happening. Don's back. Candace's little leg, her ankle. Hey, American Cowboy, Miss Daisy, Lady of Love, times your friend Ronald out for no reason.
Model, you're
And
taking me to dinner, buddy.
crutches.
I
I'm
talked to you a
sorry.
year ago about taking me to dinner, and we agreed on you were gonna buy me crab legs.
Listen, I
Now,
can't
what is
control
wrong
what
with
my
you?
monster. They do what they
Are
want to
you trying
do.
to back out? You trying to back out? You
I'm
want
sorry,
me to pay for
Kiki.
the crab legs? Okay, I'll take you out, Ronald, and I'll pay for the crab legs. How about that? I know where you are.
Um, he
One
made
of my
her
favorite.
stand in the
You're in
corner
one of my
or
favorite
she
places
peed
in
on
the
herself.
world.
Well, the reason why he unalived her was because she kept using the bathroom on herself because she was sitting in the back of a car, homeless, and he was doing the drugs and he didn't care.
They were up in the front seat just going wild, and the kids were in the
They
back just
literally,
being
and
neglected.
if you watch the testimony of
It's
Kayla,
awful.
she was talking about a night where there was a lot of chaos and they were all doing drugs and people were in
You
and
be
out.
throwing those crutch. You be
Makes
throwing those crutches down soon, Candace.
and I said it
I
yesterday.
promise you.
I said
Oh
it
man,
yesterday, and then I
hurt
went.
your armpits.
Went back and watched Duty Rom, and me and Duty Rom both said that we have suspicions that he wasn't trafficking little Harmony out and maybe doing other things to her. That's why she was, you know, peeing on herself and stuff. That's a sign of abuse, severe
Yes,
abuse. So that
yes,
may be why he didn't want nobody to find
absolutely,
her body because they would have found out that she had been probably SA.
absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Hillary 29. Thank you for that super
Especially
sticker.
once you know they are potty
God
trained.
bless you.
You know they're potty trained, but they're doing this.
God bless
There's a
you,
reason for it.
Hillary 29. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
think they
well,
neglected those
you
kids. They
probably
didn't
hate.
care what they did in the back seat as long as they didn't bother them.
Did you hear about where he said
Don't
that
interrupt me. I'm trying
she
to
wouldn't quit pissing and
shoot up heroin.
on herself?
Don't kick my
Who
seat,
says that?
son. I'm trying to shoot
That
up.
guy and that girl is an absolute monster. Thank you so much for that, Hillbilly 29. God bless you, honey. I'm gonna wear that shirt too. I'm gonna model that shirt for you. Daisy Cow's losing weight, and I'm gonna model that shirt
When you
eventually.
go wear my moo-moos I brought you.
Moment, I'm trying to mom it. They choke me, but maybe after I lose a little bit of weight, it won't be as
They
bad.
choked you.
Yeah, I felt like they was choking me around my neck. I don't like nothing on my neck.
Well, that's exactly why I gave them to you.
I don't have to wear it when I'm in bed that boot. Well, that's good. You broke your foot bone. Oh, that's not good.
I broke my
That is
leg.
not good
It was fun.
at
It was
all.
fun.
But now, um, but yeah, it's just listen. That night, I about cried up that night, that whole night over that baby, for her not having nobody. Like she had nobody. That Kayla sit there and let that man beat on that baby and abuse that baby and never said a word. but she didn't let him do that to her other kids.
I've
And
got to
and I
call
don't think
Erica.
after she did that to that little baby girl, she shouldn't be allowed to have any contact whatsoever with her kids. She shouldn't have her children after she did that. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member of the Critters Crime family. Thank you so much for that super sticker. God bless you all. That helps support my channel, you all. Because YouTube always flags my stuff. And I literally don't make nothing.
I got this from Donald
Thank you
Trump.
so much. I appreciate it.
I
Okay,
got
Nora.
this from Donald
Thank you for
Trump. Does that mean I'm a
stepping in.
Trumpy bear?
Hey, Rhonda Redmond, Robin Redmond. Hello. Debbie
Oh,
said
goodness.
there are many. Love you, Courtney. Love you
Yeah,
too,
they're
honey.
standing right behind you in the
Love you,
grocery
honey.
store.
God bless you. Love
They're
you.
standing right behind you in the grocery store.
They are. They're everywhere.
They're
There are many monsters that
everywhere,
walk the
honey.
streets
There's
of
nowhere it can
America.
go
We, the
within
people, need to demand of
60
our
square
government
feet, and
stricter
where you won't
laws.
find some sort of child
I'm all
molester
about building prisons,
anywhere.
no tearing them down. Right. But unfortunately, all of our American money is going to other countries instead of putting into the prison system.
Oh, do you mean Tamu?
Auntie Sherry. No, that ain't even half of it. Half of our stuff comes from there anyway.
Tamu is
Hey,
sponsored by the
Fonda
Chinese
Cheese
government.
Man.
Tamu is sponsored by the Chinese government.
Yeah, but I'm talking about our country sending
And
money over by the millions
and
into other
you're just
countries.
supporting the dictatorship. Yeah, you are.
Our system is
Try to
messed
get
up.
out of
Our
try to get out
CPS
of that one.
system,
Try to get
our
out of that one, Daisy.
our
Try.
prison
Try.
systems, our laws are
Try,
messed
try,
up.
try.
You know, there is no for a man to do that to his
You go to
own
Walmart and pick up
little
any item,
precious
it'll say made in
child.
China.
There is no rehabilitation that could ever rehab anyone that could do that to their own child. There's no way that anybody could be rehabilitated to that's a monster, a pure monster.
Well,
100% monster, Auntie Sherry.
yes, I know. China has another law about children also.
What is that?
How many you can have and what sex they can be. Otherwise,
Are they still doing that?
the other has to be. Yes, they are.
Because
Nothing
I
has
know they had been
changed.
doing that for years.
Nothing's
I didn't know they
changed
were still
except
doing
Sam
that.
Walton's Walmart, made in
What do they
America.
do
Now
with
it's
the
all
baby girls?
Chinese. That's why I
What
don't
do
go to
they do
Walmart.
with their baby
Everything's in
girls?
Chinese.
Oh, thank you, Hillbilly 29.
Made
You gave me
Chinese.
another
Made Chinese.
super
Made
sticker.
Chinese.
Thank
Made
you, thank
Chinese.
you.
I'll
God
go out of
bless
my
you,
way to get something
Hillbilly.
made in America.
Woohoo, woohoo. Thank you. I need my damn cowbell, y'all. I gotta find it. I
No.
want to find my cowbell. I lose that thing more than I do anything.
Well, when you find your
Thank you,
cowbell,
Hillbilly 29.
it's right where your
God
glasses are.
bless you, sweetheart.
Guarantee it. Your glasses and
Yep.
your cowbell.
My
Two
glasses.
things you lose
I have to
all the
keep
time. You lose them all the
around my
time. We're
head.
used to it. We're used to it.
Thank you. God bless you all. Y'all are the ones that keeps my channel going. Thank you so much. Prison justice for Montgomery and Dorman. I'm so sick of these pieces of. Well, you know what, Annabelle? I really believe that the county
Annabelle,
judge
I
and
think
them.
I could pull the switch with no regrets. I think I could pull the switch with no regrets. I think I could. That's how firmly and how strongly I believe. Go ahead. Carry
Oh,
on. Carry on, Miss Daisy.
somebody
I
just
didn't
sent
mean to
me a
get
message.
violent, but
No, you're fine.
it wouldn't bother me.
Somebody just sent me a message. I left for stuffed animals, one for me, one from Daisy, and one from Jinkies. So I wanted to let you know that I left a stuffed animal for you from you on the little boy's memorial in the yard. Oh, thank
Oh,
you, Emily.
how precious. That's
Oh,
so
thank
thoughtful. That is
you.
so thoughtful. Don't make me
God
cry.
bless you.
Please.
It must be the little boys, the three little boys. Thank you. Let me send her a message. Oh, that means so much to
That is
me.
so thoughtful. I mean, that's the kind of people we
Yes.
have in here. Thoughtful, kind people. And I
That's
didn't want.
why I love
I
my
hated not being a part of it. I hated
right.
not being a part of it. But you said you didn't
Oh,
want to have
thank
anything
you,
to do
Lady
with
of
me.
Love. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Lady of Love.
Woo-hoo! Thank you,
You know
Lady
what
of
I call
Love.
her? You know what I call her?
Woo-hoo!
I call her my
We
lover
love
dover.
you. Keep up the good work. Thank you
I
so
call
much
Lady of
for that
Love my
support.
lover
God
dover.
bless you.
She's
I
my lover
appreciate you
dover.
so much. Thank you guys. Thank you for your love and support. Yeah, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers too. How is Meatball? Meatball is beautiful. It's just been raining so much I haven't been a chance to get outside much. Meatball is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Lady of Love. Thank you, every one of y'all. Yes, I'm only like 25 away from having 10,000 subscribers. If I could get there today, would be much obliged.
Let's see. How
Thank
many
you
people?
guys.
How many people can I call? Come on, let's call some people.
Me
Come on,
too, Annabelle. Me
come
too.
on. Get on your phone. Let's call some
Well, I
people.
can't say that, but I don't know. And I think about I probably for most
Lola,
definitely
it's
no
all right.
way doubt of form could
Go get him,
probably pull
killer.
the switch on Adam
Go
with
get
no
him, killer.
problem. After
Go get
what
him,
Adam
killer.
did, I don't. The guy's dad, the little boy's dad, I could probably do him too. But Adam Montgomery, in a heartbeat, I would pull that switch on him and Kayla both of them, because she's just as bad as he is for sitting there and letting him do that to that precious little innocent baby girl. Thank you, Hash Brown. Thank you,
Call
guys.
somebody. Call
You.
somebody. I just did. Well, I text somebody and let them know.
Thank you, guys. Yes,
Do
you
it.
all share this, subscribe. That helps my channel grow. I'm
You wouldn't
about at
believe how many
2,000
people I've sent to Miss
subscribers.
Daisy's channel and Jinkies. You wouldn't believe how many. A lot.
I
A
appreciate
lot.
that, thank you, Sherry.
A lot.
Do. I appreciate that. Y'all pray for my daughter's little bird that he comes back home. I'm stressed out really bad over that. He's
Miss Daisy,
beautiful. Hmm.
what does he say to you?
He don't say nothing, but she kisses him and everything. She thinks of him as her kid.
But he
And
doesn't say it. He's a parent and he doesn't say anything.
he says stuff to them. I don't really
Such
get to
as.
talk to him.
Such
This little
as.
I don't think he says a lot like words.
Oh, he
Oh,
doesn't.
Christine just sent me a picture of her and her family. Oh, she's out hiking.
Where's Daisy? Where's Daisy? Where's Daisy? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Her boys are tall. Woo! Her boys are tall.
I want to see her boys.
Well, I don't want to put it on out here. I don't know if she wants me to share that, but if she says
No,
it's
don't
okay,
share that.
then-
I mean, I want to see. I mean, you can send it up. You can send it by
oh yeah, I
text,
can.
text
Actually,
or
you can
email
blame
or
the
something.
Rockefellers and others for Japan becoming aggressive. World War II. China has always been stabilized force in region. Weakens China. Oh, Peanut, you get into that stuff deep.
Do you know how much we owe China?
I don't know.
You know how much we owe them?
How much? How much, Auntie Sherry?
Well over $1 trillion. That's a one with guess how many zeros behind it?
How many, Auntie?
18. 18.
Wow. Uh-uh. What? What is it? Ooh.
What?
My grandson just got a thing in the mail from National Society of High School Scholars.
All right. That's something to be
Yeah,
very proud of.
yeah, that
Really?
is. Yeah,
That is. That
he's
needs to be.
actually extremely smart. Very, very smart in
Well,
school.
you should frame that for him, Miss Daisy. Just
I'm
go
going
get a
to. He
frame.
needs to put it up
Frame it.
somewhere there for a minute and I'll.
Yes, he does. And he needs to keep any other diploma he ever gets in his life and frame it.
He's already getting letters from
For
colleges.
colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's already
Ken
getting that.
says 10 times more than we can pay back.
That's right.
10 times more than what? What are you talking about?
Lazy.
You have received 10
Thank you,
times more
Quintin.
than you could give back. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
my daughter's bird flew away. He's a cock. He's a parrot. He's a parrot. One of the green ones with the white, green and yellow. She gave $3,000 for him at the bird place here in Pigeon Forge, Parrot Mountain. She's had him since he was a baby.
Yeah, and he
And baby,
let's be listening for this. He says,
and
I
I
hate
hate
Daisy.
it.
I hate Daisy. I hate Daisy.
Auntie Sherry. She's on a wild one tonight.
Wow, when it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon, are you
No,
out of
you're
your
wild
freaking
anyway.
mind? I'm this way
Hang on,
anyway.
you. Let me put my glasses up. I'm gonna show you
What
all
are you
this.
talking about?
I'm
I
kidding,
don't care.
Auntie Sherry.
Good, because it
This
doesn't
is
matter if
what he
it's 10
got.
o'clock.
Proud Parent
Oh, how nice.
National Society High Schooler Scholars.
He's a scholar.
Yeah, what does that
That
mean?
means he's going to get scholarships.
Good. That's what he needs. He needs to go on being a
That's when
lawyer.
they call you a scholar, you get scholarships
I'm trying to
after
talk
that.
him into being a lawyer. I told him people like that ain't smart like that every day. I sure ain't.
Well, I can attest to that.
And I'm just fine with it.
Anybody that didn't want me for a friend, something's wrong with them.
Now, Auntie Sherry, I didn't say I didn't want you as a friend. I love you, Auntie Sherry, but I get mad at you.
I'm done with her. She
Yeah,
over
but
there
there's
stay on
reasons
prayer
why.
gardens.
There's reasons why, Auntie Sherry.
I know what
But
the reasons
I was
are.
more mad at you.
Doesn't
Not
mean
over,
I have to excuse it.
what are
I'm
you
sorry,
smoking on, Auntie Sherry?
Vape.
Oh,
Instead of smoking so many cigarettes, I've got a nicotine vape.
well, that's good. Hang the bird cage outside with food. Hopefully, it will notice.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, everybody's been telling me to do that, and I've actually told her, and she said that she. But the thing is, they live in the mountains, and he's got a big.
Turn the light on outside where the bird can see to fly
Yeah.
to the cage.
I told her. She said, "Oh, well,
Keep
he
the light on,
doesn't.
and it'll keep
He's
predators
going to be
away. Also,
scared." She said he's going to be so scared, and he don't know. And I'm like, no, he's got a God-given smart to him. He is built to survive in the jungle, right? Don't they live in the jungle?
that's where they come from, yes. But once they're
Yeah.
domesticated like that, no. They don't know what the hell to do, Jay-Z, to tell you the truth. They don't know what the hell to do. Why do you think I ended up with a lovebird in my hair?
Well, do you think that it'll come back?
I don't know. I hope it lands on my head.
Hi, Michelle Davis. How are you? I love you.
Maybe
She said,
it'll land
love
on
you,
somebody's
Terry.
head.
Hang
Hey,
on.
I love you.
I'm trying to
You
find
know,
out here.
this lovebird, there's no way. I tried to find out. I even put a thing in the paper. I found a lovebird at my house. It hopped on my head. I carried it to my closet so it would be self-contained and it couldn't
Those
get out. Then I called the bird lady.
close. Danny
It kept
says,
jumping on my head. It
those
kept
who
sitting on
lost
my
their
hair.
life
It was
in the
making a big mess of my hair.
Titanic,
That
by
bird
the
was.
grace of God, they did not know what hit them. They passed away, being happy and excited about the journey.
I think
Yes,
that bird
I'm
got
glad
lost
they went fast.
in my
I'm
hair.
glad that they didn't suffer. I am. I'm very, very glad.
They did not. They did not. I can tell you right now, they did not. I can explain it. Well, I don't need to explain it. Y'all just need to believe me. They didn't suffer. Okay.
No, they didn't suffer. That's what I was saying. I was glad. Everybody's got a cage outside.
Only the heaviest part of that whole thing is what settled to the bottom. The rest of it was collapsed because when there is no more air, it could have had a pinprick in that titanium, and that's a lightweight metal, very lightweight.
Yeah.
And no, just one pinprick, one no pinprick, enough to cause the pressure to collapse on them. Especially when they ran out with air. They ran out with air way before they even
Exactly,
got
especially
to the
with
bottom.
that pressure.
They ran out of air and then it collapsed.
Thank you, Angela. My grandmother's bird would get out all the
Call
time,
it imposed.
and it would come back.
Imploded.
I sure pray that he comes back. I told my daughter to pray too. She's devastated. She's
What's his
literally
name? What's his name?
devastated.
Does he
Fish.
do what?
They call him Fish.
Fish?
That's the other. They're cuckoo. They're Cookie. They call him Fish. The other one's name is Diddy.
Is your daughter okay?
Somebody just said I got toned out.
Miss
Oh,
Daisy, is your daughter okay that names a bird Fish? You
she's
sure she's
cuckoo.
okay?
She's the same one that named Jinkies' restaurant.
Oh, I'm beginning to understand.
Yeah. But yeah, I pray
If
that.
there's a special call, does she have a special call for him?
Look, here's
A special
Leroy.
way
Got
they
Leroy
can
Blind in the house.
communicate? Oh
What's
my
going
gosh.
on, honey?
Oh, I just got back.
Oh
Hey buddy.
no.
Hey buddy.
Hey,
I want
I
to see
know
your
you was
cat.
in a
I
lot
want to
of
see
pain
your
last night.
I want to
see
see
my
your better.
foot?
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
yeah.
That's a pain in the butt to wear for about 6 to
And
8
you just
weeks.
rolled over and did that, Candace?
Yeah, I rolled off the sidewalk right here.
Ooh.
Honey, it's easy to do. Trust me.
Yeah.
Look,
It's not hard.
I fell over a dog toy and broke
Oh,
my leg. Seriously. I broke that little
Mm-hmm.
skinny bone in the back of your leg, your fibula. I
Yeah,
broke
it
that.
don't take much.
Oh my gosh. I
Lord,
couldn't
y'all are just
believe it.
having one thing right after another happen, ain't you?
And then the day before that, remember I dropped my that canned good on my toe?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Poor Candace.
I
Oh,
wasn't
Lord.
around, Candace.
I don't mean to
I
laugh.
wasn't around then. I
Lord
wasn't
help.
around then because Daisy was mad at me.
It was just
Daisy
2
was
days
mad at me.
ago when I did that.
Yeah, I
Well, you
know.
listening to me. The reason you
Arm
haven't
hurt
seen
his
me
back.
is because Daisy has been mad at Aunt Sherry.
Oh, I think everybody's been fighting with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not fighting.
Hopefully it's over with now. I'm still not on
I'm
speaking
Chief
terms with Jinky
Joseph.
I gotta
Chief
get in the
Joseph.
shade. It's too hot for this.
Saturday.
I will fight
Yeah,
the war forever.
well, I heard they died really quickly, so that's
They
a
did.
good thing.
Oh,
So
I
you're
just
able
gotta
to
stop
walk?
and say hi to everybody.
Candace, sit down on the damn
Yeah, you
steps.
gonna have to sit down,
What
It's
the
Candace.
too
hell
hot.
are you doing?
It's too hot to sit in the steps. It's like
Well, go
90
grab a chair.
degrees.
Go grab a chair out of the
Auntie
motel room
Sherry.
and sit out there. Sit out there. You
It's
don't need
hard
to be
for her
standing up
All
on
probably.
I've
that
been
damn
doing is
leg.
I'm standing
Candace,
on my left leg. I'm okay.
it doesn't
I've
matter
been
what you say you're doing.
I've been sitting
I don't
freaking.
believe anything you say
Have they
you're doing.
give you
Don't
anything to
fucking
help?
believe me then. Damn it.
Auntie Sherry,
Whoa!
she's in pain.
Look, I got a shot in my butt, y'all.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Leroy. I'm
Oh,
sorry, Leroy. I wish I
they
was
want
there to
me to
give you
go
a
fill this
hug.
prescription. I can't even
Leroy.
feel it. Oh,
Big bad
Donnie to go do it
Leroy
for you if
Brown.
you
He's the
can.
baddest man in the
we
whole
don't. We
damn
ain't got no money left to go fill it. We just paid rent this week.
Oh, oh no.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what, y'all are at a fix. It's what they call
yeah.
a fix. It's a fix.
Well, how much will it cost to get it filled,
It's
Candace?
I don't
30
know why
bucks.
they call it a
I just
fix when you can't
I
get
just
it
ate like
fixed.
5 ibuprofen. Hopefully that'll help. Still.
Oh,
Let me put your cash up
800
out here if
milligrams.
anybody wants to
You can
help
buy that at the drugstore
Candace
just triply.
get her prescription filled.
Oh,
Your cash app down there so we can get it.
please,
Candace,
here I'd come say
You
hi to
sit down.
everybody.
Would
you
you
can't
please
sit
take a chair
and
and take a
hurt,
seat?
Candace.
If I
Candace,
sit down, I
take a
won't
chair
get
and
back
sit down.
up.
Yes, you will. I'll make you get your ass back up.
Yeah.
If I was there, I would.
You
Has
Miss
you had
probably
any
Daisy,
would.
crazy stuff happen?
you have
No,
arms, don't you?
not today, thank God. Not
You have
today.
arms,
Not
don't you? I miss
today.
those arms.
Miss
Make
Daisy,
get
send
your
me
ass
love.
up.
Thank you, Dana.
Uh,
And somebody must have rented a hotel for those
I
homeless
wish I
people.
was
yeah, I
there.
think so too because I ain't
I
seen
wish
them.
I was there. I'd have fun. I'd have fun. I really
Yeah.
would have fun.
Yeah,
No,
you'd
I'm
be
Candace.
bossing me around.
The law would definitely be there. Auntie Sherry. Auntie Sherry be out in the streets dancing.
Check it out, man. Our bathroom ceiling was leaking this morning when we got up to go use the bathroom. Like the whole roof was leaking in. And I went to the front desk. I hobbled up there and I'm like, man, our bathroom from the ceiling's leaking real bad. And they're like, well, we'll go figure it out. And I guess the people above us got severely intoxicated or something. But they let the bath water run all over the floor.
Oh my gosh.
So it was leaking down into our room.
Oh
They
my
kicked them
Lord.
out.
Oh my goodness. Why would they do that? Just
They
let the
better
water.
hurry and clean that up before it turns into
Stupid.
mold.
Miss Stacy, what happened the other night? We were on, then I couldn't get back in. It's back on again. I put that back out. I just put it for part time out. I put it in
Daisy,
only
Daisy,
part
one of
time.
us needs to tell Jinkies that we're friends again. Do you want to do it, or you want me
I'm
to
not
do
on
it?
speaking terms with Jinkies right now.
I'll tell her.
I'm still mad at Jinkies.
Don't be a big mouth, Leroy. I already am.
Well, you're
Well,
being
y'all ain't doing that. Said I do it. Just
I'm the
I
big
don't know.
mouth.
I
Shut
haven't
the
talked
hell
to.
up.
I
Be
actually haven't
respectful.
talked to Jinky since that
Oh,
live.
Candace, be
no,
What?
respectful.
Daisy.
Shut up yelling at me.
Well, be respectful. Shut the hell up, would you?
Look,
Auntie, wait, I got Auntie Sherry out loud.
my
Let me.
heart is in my foot now.
There we go.
So now
It's
my foot's talking
30,
because my heart's down there.
maybe 30 anyway. She's close. How much did you say your prescription was, Candace?
It's $30.
$30
Oh,
to get it. Oh yeah, that's right. Michelle, I'm sorry about that. If you got
I'm
timed out,
sorry, but I
it's
don't
been
know how to
chaotic
send.
these
I
last
don't know
few
how to
months.
send cash apps. I just know how
it's
to send
okay,
super
Sherry.
stickers or something.
It
I
sounds
just
It's
like
learned how to
okay.
do that, and I've
a
been in
bit.
trouble ever since I learned
It's
it.
sad, Annabella.
Maybe you shouldn't learn stuff that you're gonna get in trouble with.
Yeah, I know now. Got
Can's giving good advice.
Oh,
it.
And don't tell stories when someone says not to tell that damn story.
I know,
What
right?
story? I don't even know what
Any
story you're talking
story.
about.
It doesn't matter. It could be the moon is green. Don't tell the story.
Oh, I won't. I won't tell any story ever
I love
again.
Auntie Sherry though. Even though we fuss, I still love her.
Well, that's still damn funny.
Right? I love
It's still
everybody.
damn
You know,
funny to
fine.
this
The
day.
rooster didn't die.
Yes, it did die later.
All right,
It
I gotta
did
get
die.
back in here. I wanted to tell everybody
It
I love
eventually
y'all.
died, Daisy.
Okay, go lay down, Can.
Oh, I
Candace,
Go
you
lay
got.
need to
down.
break us up.
Let me know if
Somebody's
you
going to.
get the money to get your medicine with.
I'll
Okay.
let you know.
All
Oh,
right.
love you, everybody.
Bye, Candace.
Bye,
I've
Auntie
been
Sherry.
trying to
Love you.
love you.
Love you, Auntie Sherry. Mwah.
I love you too. Thanks for throwing a kiss.
You're welcome, baby.
Call
Go
it.
lay
Oh.
down, Candace.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Bye,
Oh.
sweetheart.
It's broken, Michelle.
Yeah, it
It's
hurts.
broke.
It hurts like hell. I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm. Auntie, I can't hear
Y'all,
you.
you saw me. Listen,
I
you
can't hear
saw
you,
me with
Auntie.
a cast on my. Oh,
Auntie.
am I duck? Am I duck?
No, you're going in and out like for a minute. Y'all, today
I
has
have a
been a
remedy for
sad,
that.
sad day. A sad day.
I have a remedy for that. How's this?
What,
Better?
Auntie?
Is this better? Obviously it
Yeah.
is because you answered it. It has been a
Well,
sad day.
it
There's days
has.
that
I think
there are
I'm going.
days, Miss Daisy. There are days that are like this. Mama told us there'd be days like this. Don't you remember? Mama
I
said.
know.
Mama said. Mama said there'd be
Wait,
days like
my
this.
daughter's
Mama
bird
said.
is.
Mama said.
I think I'm gonna get off here, Auntie Sherry. I've been on here 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm tired of you. Good.
I'm gonna come back tonight and do a
Thank you.
live.
I'm tired of you right now.
Okay, Auntie Sherry. But I think I'm gonna go call my daughter and see about trying to find her. See what's going on with her thing. But I'll be back this
Bye.
evening, you guys, And
I think he will come back if you'll do what we suggested.
I will.
He's probably sitting around watching, so who cares about him?
Huh?
He's so smart. He's probably sitting around thinking, who cares enough for me to put my cage out here so I can safely get in?
That's right. But I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight and for your super chats and your subscribing. If you've not
Bye, guys.
that subscribe button,
I never hated Daisy. She just had a dislike for me for a while.
never disliked you. I've always loved
That
you.
is true.
I've always loved you. But thank you all. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If anybody wants to help Candace get her medication, I love you guys. Pray for these families, guys. These people that was in that submarine. Please pray for my daughter. Bye, you all. I'll see you this evening. Good night. God bless.